Now the question is how to determine the growth rate during the explicit forecast period and also during the terminal period. And this is where the expertise, knowledge, experience, understanding of a valuation professional will come to the fore. For finding out the growth rate during the explicit forecast period or high growth period or discrete period, in principle, the valuation professional will need to interact with the client, with the company, because company understands their business, they have a better handle on it than the valuation professional. The valuation professional has the expertise to find out as to how to determine the value, but the fundamental input can come only from the client or only from the company. So the company will, based on their research, based on their study, based on their understanding, based on their knowledge about the economy, about the industry in which that company is, they or about some research that must have been done by a consultant of theirs, they will be able to tell you as to this company will have an explicit forecast period of 5 years, and during those that explicit forecast period or discrete period or high growth period, this company will grow at the rate of 12%. So the client will tell you, and uh, you can, as a valuation professional, make your checks and balances and see as to whether what they are saying is holding water or not, just to ensure, because you do a good job. And that's how you will figure it out. And as far as the terminal growth during the terminal period is concerned, again, the company will be able to give you the input on this, and you can do your own research. And plus, as far as the terminal growth is concerned, maybe you can assume that, say, for example, if the economy is growing currently at the rate of, let's say, 7%. Now, for your purpose, you can assume quite safely that if the economy is growing at the rate of 7%, then it is absolutely safe for you to assume that during the terminal period, the growth rate is going to be 7%. Because if the economy is growing at the rate of 7%, this is the minimum one can expect to grow. So this is how you can determine the growth rate during the terminal period. Eh? So this is how the estimation of the growth rate is done. Only thing that needs to be done is whatever may be the rate during the explicit forecast period or during the terminal period, whatever rate you are taking, you have to document it in your record somewhere as to what is the basis for you to have assumed the growth rate during the explicit forecast period or during the terminal period. You may not mention this in the evaluation report, but somewhere in your backup, you must make a note as to why did you assume these two growth rates for future reference. In case tomorrow, for some reason, if this report is to be is to be defended, then you should have the data, you should have the backup to defend yourself.
Sir, as you said that the data will be given by the company for high growth. For cross-checking, shall we do it? Compare with the other company in the same industry.
Absolutely.
From a market point of view, listed companies are all there, no, sir.
Absolutely.
We can take it, pull out the data and compare it, and we can make it, no, sir.
Absolutely.
Even for listed or unlisted, there is no issue.
There is no issue at all. There is no issue at all. And as a matter of fact, as valuation professional,
Yes, sir.
that is what we are supposed to be doing.
Okay.
That is what, see, unfortunately or incidentally, at this point in time, I can mention that
Yes, sir.
many valuation professional
Yes, sir.
do not appreciate the
Yes, sir.
difference between a valuation certificate
Yes, sir.
and a valuation report.
Yes, sir.
We as the valuation professional are
Yes, sir.
expected more to give valuation report
Yes,
rather than valuation certificate.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Valuation certificate can put you in trouble,
Yes, sir.
but valuation report will never put you in trouble, or
Yes,
highly
sir.
unlikely to put you in trouble, because valuation certificate is at random you are certifying something, some value,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
which is not correct, which is not
Yes.
correct, and as a
Yes, sir.
valuation professional,
Yes,
it
sir.
might put you in difficulty. But when you are making a valuation report, that means you are running through the entire rigmarole of finding out the value,
Yes,
taking
sir.
every factor into account, documenting it. So
Yes, sir.
tomorrow something goes wrong somewhere, and if some
Yes, sir.
enquiry is set up, you have the
Yes, sir.
data and you have the backup. So this is all about how to estimate the growth rate during the explicit forecast period as well
Yes, sir.
as during the terminal period.